In today's first impressions video, we're going to be looking at Necrophosis, which is a horror game puzzler that you've got to basically go through a very creepy, gory world to get to your destination, and you've got various beings and gods that you've got to help along the way. This is a game that does not hold your hand, but overall I am really enjoying playing it, and I've got the compulsion to continue playing more. As always, we'll look through the settings first, and we'll jump straight into the gameplay to show you what it's all about. Your settings are pretty straightforward, and there honestly isn't a huge amount here that I would have liked to see more of. The video options are very limited. You've got your display mode, resolution, lock FPS, VSync, show FPS, NVIDIA DLSS, your visuals, you got your visual quality, your anti-aliasing, your view distance, and your texture memory budget. That is it. That is all you have. There is no real customization here, which is a big shame because this game is honestly stunning. What I will say is that it seems to be very optimized very well, because I've been running it with no issues at all. Your audio settings, it does start the master at maximum. However, your ambient, music, voice, and sound effects are all set to 8, and overall it's not that bad. It's pretty chill, and it doesn't overpower you. The ambient noise is very good. Your inputs, there isn't a lot here. This is a very simple game. You've got your movement and your actions. You've got interact, pick up, put down, and then you can use your mouse to turn objects around to have a look at them. But there isn't really much to it than that. You are literally walking through a world and trying to solve puzzles as you go. Your gameplay is your camera FOV, your look sensitivity, and your inspect sensitivity, inverted camera, head sway, which is on by default, so you probably want to turn that off, toggle run, and then your post-process filter. Finally, your interface. You've got your UI elements, so you've got the crosshair, interact icon, inventory, controls, subtitles, and text background. So if you want this to be a little bit more difficult, you can turn your crosshair and your interact icon off. And then you've obviously got the text in the background and stuff like that, which can make it easier to see. So some really nice accessibility options here. Overall though, it is still lacking in that graphics option area, and I would love to see more options to allow you to customize this to make sure it can work on any and all machine. Here we are then. This is Necrophosis. It is a stunningly eerie game with an ambient sound that really gives you chills. The voice acting is very good, although sometimes it is a little bit iffy. It doesn't really have a continuity as such, but overall, I love it. I have fallen madly, truly, deeply in love with this game, and the storytelling, the way that it depicts everything, and the art style is just honestly phenomenal. It's not all sunshines and roses though. There are a few issues, namely that this game does not hold your hand at all. You are just dumped inside of a room and told to basically get on with it, and you have to figure everything out as you go. That being said, the puzzles are not as difficult as they first seem. Once you figure out what it is that the general game wants you to do, which is pick an item up and put it in the right place, you're pretty straightforward from there, and it doesn't really become that difficult. You've got different little side bits here that you can interact with, and it will give you some background to the world of who the different spectres are and why they are where they are, and that definitely helps as well. As you can see, you can put different objects in different places, and that will start these cutscenes that look honestly just mesmerizing. Doesn't mean I know what any of it means, and I'm just sort of wondering my way forward, but it does look like it is brave enough to make it so that you can miss things if you're not careful. What I mean by this is we've already cleared the path through here, and I could carry on walking, and that would mean that I would miss doing these bits that I'm doing here. However, it also gives you the freedom to come back and do those things. So if you are missing something, or if you do miss a bit, you can always start from where you continued and come back and fulfill those obligations, if you like. It is very cleverly done. It's very simple while still making you scratch your head. And again, the storytelling and the world just looks incredible. It sets the world really well, and the fact that it runs as smoothly as it does is testament to the developers. I would expect a game like this, if it was AAA, to basically run like ass on my system. It wouldn't work very well at all. Everything is creepy, everything is eerie, and yet at the same time everything has its place. It is there for a reason. Everything here has something that you must do to it in order to continue. Everything has purpose. Everything has a reason. It is utterly phenomenal that a game like this can still exist in today's market full of microtransactions and hand-holding to the extreme. I think this is a game, if you're into your horror and your gore and your eerie, that you should definitely be looking up. This game actually came out back in April, I believe, so it's been out for a while, but it's one that you should definitely be looking up on Steam. Let me know in those comments down below what you think. Let me know what you are looking for in a horror and puzzle game, and I shall see you all in the next video. Ciao, ciao.